Imagine waking up to find out that an entire federal department has vanished overnight. No warning, no debate, just gone. That's exactly what's unfolding with the U.S. Department of Education. Elon Musk, personally tasked by Donald Trump, says it no longer exists. Lawmakers are furious, parents are celebrating, and the political world is in chaos. But what really happened? And what does this mean for the future of American education? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. In a shocking turn of events, Republican leaders, led by former President Donald Trump, have taken aim at the U.S. Department of Education, declaring it obsolete. Trump has long criticized the agency, accusing it of wasteful spending and inefficiency. His latest push? Move all educational control back to the states and eliminate federal oversight altogether. At a recent rally, Trump doubled down on his commitment, stating, "We will shut down the federal Department of Education and move everything back to the states, where they can individualize education and do it with love for their children." The announcement sent shockwaves through Washington, and it didn't take long for the backlash to begin. One of the most bizarre twists in this unfolding drama involves billionaire Elon Musk. Just hours after Trump's declaration, Musk was reportedly tasked with investigating the department. According to Trump, Musk has been instrumental in exposing government waste. Elon's been terrific. He's not gaining anything from this. He just wants to help. I told him, check out the Department of Education. And soon we'll be looking at the military too. We're going to find hundreds of billions in fraud and abuse, Trump said. As news spread, Democratic lawmakers were outraged. In a dramatic scene, members of Congress attempted to force their way into the Department of Education, only to be met with locked doors. Videos surfaced of representatives demanding entry, yelling, "We are members of Congress. We have business here." Security officials, however, refused to grant them access. Fox News hosts slammed the incident, calling it political theater. When was the last time these Democrats even set foot in the Department of Education? And now suddenly they're desperate to get inside? One commentator remarked. The hypocrisy wasn't lost on viewers either, especially after Representative Maxine Waters was seen demanding IDs from security, despite being a vocal opponent of voter ID laws. Elon Musk, never one to shy away from controversy, responded with a cryptic but cutting remark. No such department exists in the federal government. The statement only fueled speculation. Was the Department of Education truly being dismantled from the inside? Trump's criticism of the education system isn't new. He has frequently pointed out that the U.S. ranks poorly on the global stage. We are ranked dead last in education out of 40 countries, Trump emphasized. But we're number one in spending per student. We spend more than Norway, Denmark, Sweden, more than China. Yet our results are terrible. His solution? Hand control back to the states. Great states with strong leadership will thrive. They'll be as good as Norway, Denmark, Sweden, maybe even better. The rest? They'll have to step up competitively. And the best part? We'll be spending less while getting better results. Online commentators erupted with support. The Department of Education has officially been dissolved. Congratulations, parents. Your children's education is finally back in your hands, one user posted. Even typically progressive voices, like Bill Maher, seem to acknowledge the agency's mismanagement. A third of 8th graders can't read. Maybe shutting it down isn't the worst idea, he said. But is this truly the end of the Department of Education? Or is this just another political battle in an already divided nation? One thing is certain, this story is just beginning, and the fight over the future of American education is about to get even more intense. Education reform has long been a contentious issue in the United States. While some argue that centralized oversight ensures equality and accountability, others believe federal intervention has done more harm than good. Many conservatives point to countries like Finland, where local control and teacher autonomy have led to high student performance. However, progressives counter that eliminating the Department of Education could exacerbate inequalities, leaving poorer states struggling to provide quality schooling. Parents across America are now wondering, what happens next? If education funding is handed back to the states, will there be more school choice? Will public schools improve, or will private institutions dominate? These questions remain unanswered, but one thing is clear. This decision will shape the future of education for generations. Meanwhile, protests have erupted in major cities, with teachers' unions voicing strong opposition to the move. This is an attack on public education, one union leader stated. Without federal funding and oversight, millions of students will be left behind. However, school choice advocates argue that eliminating bureaucracy will allow for innovation and more tailored educational programs. While some experts argue that shutting down the Department of Education would simplify governance and reduce bureaucratic waste, others warn of unintended consequences. Without a central authority, there could be inconsistencies in curriculum standards, teacher qualifications, and testing benchmarks across states. Some fear this could widen the gap between well-funded and underfunded school districts, exacerbating disparities in education quality. At the same time, many Republican governors are already drafting plans to reshape education at the state level. Some are looking to expand charter schools and voucher programs, while others are proposing tax credits for homeschooling families. Proponents of the move argue that allowing local governments to control education will lead to more personalized and effective learning experiences for students. In Washington, lawmakers are gearing up for what could be a historic legislative battle. Some Democrats are vowing to fight the decision in court, arguing that dismantling a federal department without congressional approval is unconstitutional. Others are looking for alternative ways to maintain federal oversight in key areas such as special education and student loan programs. As this political battle intensifies, both sides remain steadfast. Trump and his allies are pushing forward with their vision, while Democrats are mobilizing to challenge the decision in court. Legal experts suggest that dismantling a federal department isn't as simple as a presidential order. It requires congressional approval and could take years to fully implement. So what do you think? Should education be handled at the state level, or does the federal government still have a role to play? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breaking updates.